From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Friday, September 5th, 2025. I'm Steve Prentice. France fines Google and Shein over cookie misconduct. The French Data Protection Authority, CNIL, has levied fines against the two companies of $379 million and $175 million, respectively, for violating cookie rules. The CNIL said the companies, quote, set advertising cookies on users' browsers without securing their consent, end quote. Shein is a China-based online retailer. Google is also in trouble with the French authorities for, quote, placing advertisements in the form of emails, among other emails in the promotions and social tabs of Gmail, end quote. The CNIL further says that displaying ads in this way, quote, required users' explicit consent in accordance with the French Postal and Electronic Communications Code, end quote. CISA adds more TP-Link routers flaws to its KEV catalog. On Wednesday, CISA added two more TP-Link wireless router security flaws to its known exploited vulnerabilities catalog, citing evidence of them being exploited in the wild. These flaws are different from the ones we reported on in June, although a couple of router models are listed in each. TP-Link had released firmware updates for the two vulnerabilities in November of last year, but they reiterate, quote, the affected products have reached their end of service and are no longer receiving active support, end quote. The vulnerabilities and their CVE numbers are available in the show notes to this episode. World's largest sports piracy site shut down. The Alliance for Creativity and Entertainment, working with police in Egypt, have closed down Stream East, the world's largest destination for illegal streams of live sports events. The site had been visited more than 1.6 billion times in the last year, and offered access to pirated streams of events such as professional soccer, Formula One races, and Major League Baseball. Two men were arrested in a town outside Cairo. Along with laptops believed to operate the sites, police also, quote, found links to a shell company in the United Arab Emirates, which had allegedly been used to launder £4 million worth of advertising revenue since 2010, as well as £150,000 in cryptocurrency, end quote. SAP invests in sovereign cloud infrastructure in Europe. The global enterprise software giant, headquartered in Germany, says it will invest 20 billion euros into, quote, expanding sovereign cloud infrastructure in Europe over the next 10 years, pitching itself as a secure and compliant alternative to American cloud giants, end quote. This move is intended to help provide sovereign infrastructure for the public sector and regulated environments. However, some within the organization, including CEO Christian Klein, disagree with the initiative, favoring a focus on using AI to improve manufacturing and other processes for its customers. Huge thanks to our sponsor, ThreatLocker. ThreatLocker is a global leader in zero-trust endpoint security, offering cybersecurity controls to protect businesses from zero-day attacks and ransomware. ThreatLocker operates with a default deny approach to reduce the attack surface and mitigate potential cyber vulnerabilities. To learn more and to start your free trial, visit threatlocker.com/CISO. That is THREATLOCKER.com/CISO. House panel votes to extend cyber programs. The House Homeland Security Committee, quote, voted 25-0 to approve the Widespread Information Management for the Welfare of Infrastructure and Government Act, which is a 10-year extension of the 2015 Cybersecurity Information Sharing Act. This act, quote, provides incentives for private entities to voluntarily share digital threat intelligence with the federal government, end quote. In addition, the panel voted 21-1 to reauthorize the state and local cybersecurity grant program, which gives money to local governments to improve their posture against cyber threats. It remains unclear if lawmakers will be able to pass both bills before an end-of-the-month deadline. Both statutes are slated to expire on September 30th without congressional action. FTC fines toy manufacturer for allowing data collection. This past Tuesday, the Justice Department filed a complaint against China-based toy manufacturer Apitor, that is A-P-I-T-O-R, alleging that the maker of robot toys, quote, allowed a third party in China to collect children's geolocation data without the consent of their parents, end quote. This follows a complaint from the Federal Trade Commission stating that Apitor's privacy policy said that it complied with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Rule, that's the COPPA rule, when in reality it did not. The company's product includes a mobile app that kids can use to control the robot toys. Apitor requires users with Android devices to allow location sharing in order to use the toy's companion app. Atlassian to buy the browser company to reshape browsers. Australian productivity software maker Atlassian, best known for its Jira software, has agreed to acquire the browser company, which manufactures two browsers, Arc, spelled A-R-C, and a new AI-enhanced browser named Dia, spelled D-I-A. The acquisition is for $610 million in cash. Mike Cannon-Brooks, Atlassian's CEO and co-founder, described in a statement Atlassian's intention to, quote, create an AI-powered browser optimized for the many SaaS applications living in tabs, one that knowledge workers will love to use every day, end quote. The browser company will continue to work independently, but the acquisition will allow for the browser to ship features faster and support multiple platforms. SaaS company Workiva discloses data breach. Representatives of the company, spelt W-O-R-K-I-V-A, state that attackers gained access to a third-party customer relationship management system and stole some of their data. Workiva's customer list contains some of the biggest names, including Google, T-Mobile, Delta, Wayfair, Hershey, Slack, Santander, Nokia, Kraft Heinz, Wendy's, Paramount, Air France, KLM, Mercedes-Benz, and more. According to Bleeping Computer, quote, threat actors exfiltrated a limited set of business contact information, including names, email addresses, phone numbers, and support ticket content, end quote. Bleeping Computer has learned that this incident was, quote, part of the recent wave of Salesforce data breaches linked to the Shiny Hunters extortion group that impacted many high-profile companies, end quote. As usual, we've got a busy Friday of live streams today. It starts at 1 p.m. Eastern with Super Cyber Friday, where the topic will be hacking AI in meetings, an hour of critical thinking about how to avoid liability while getting value from your recordings. Then at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we have our Week in Review show. Ray Espinoza, VP of Information Security at Elite Technology, will be our guest, providing his expert commentary on the news of the week. To join us for both, head on over to the events page at CISOseries.com. And if you have some thoughts on the news from today or about this show in general, please be sure to reach out to us at feedback@CISOseries.com. We would love to hear from you. I'm Steve Prentice, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to CISOseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.